Well, speaking about unknown teams who have kind of made an impact, let's touch on our second team in this match. That is going to be Entropiq.
Let's watch this battle of the pistols to see who can pull ahead early.
I hate this pick, by the way. Like, Entropiq have done absolute wonders to be able to get this picked up for themselves, because 100 Ping Gods, when it went up against SJ Gaming earlier on today, they had an absolute stinker of a game, 16-5. Weren't able to really find their footing, but it looks like they're able to come out the gate storming here. The upgraded pistol on Iceman.
Something that is obviously regularly overlooked as well. This 100 Ping Gods roster, many of the players are very, very unknown. The roster itself is very unknown. But Winter has played 2 majors. This is something that people don't really realize, because they haven't been like the best of performances at majors. It was actually under that Dreamscape roster that didn't really have a whole lot of impact for a whole lot of time, but he actually competed at Cologne 2018 and IEM Sydney back in 2018. And so there's definitely tons of experience and tons of frag power on this 100 Ping Gods side. Right now, though, they're just getting completely mowed down. The buy of Entropiq comes storming through, and Daxon goes massive, finding himself 3 in that round.
Yeah, 100 Ping Gods, they must have had a really rough game against SJ Gaming. That 16-5 loss that they had earlier today. Seeing a completely different side to that sort of scoreline. And, ooh, okay, you can't be messing up your smokes like that, guys. Huge gap, and it does go punished. Smiley, ooh, actually isn't able to find 2, only 1. We see another off angle here. Instead of Winter, it's Sorrow. But there we go. He does indeed redeem himself. But the smoke fades. Leka picks up 1 more outside. The call's been made that it's no longer going to be down on towards the B side. They've seen this re-rotate. This M4, just a couple of moments, could do wonders. Have a flash to support it as well, but no teammates around him. No one's going to peek into Mini right now, it doesn't look like. And if they do... No, not a single person's going to check it. Iceman's going to get off scot-free here. A lot of utility going to be shut down to be able to stop them from executing out onto here. They jump down into vent. Smiley takes down Capson. A couple more blind shots from Smiley to potentially connect on some of these T players, but not going to be the case. Hones out onto the site, spots out 1. I believe that's Winter with the Yorp holding from ramp, as he has been for most of the round. As the bomb goes down, the nade goes out. It connects, takes him out of the round. Ooh. Now on a 3 versus 2, they fall back into more defensive angles. AJT going to be holding from dark. And Hones inside a decon. Time is ticking down for 100 Ping Gods.
JT in the perfect angle. Does it go unchecked? Sorrow looking like he would have peeked it, but AJT was too snappy on that headshot. 2 versus 1 for them to work with now. They've somehow managed to pull off the impossible and convert this 4-on-2. Smiley times against him. He can't connect the no-scope, and Entropiq have put their 4th on the board. That was a 4 versus 2, Cody, and they've gone for that vent dive and somehow made it work. I'm quite surprised that 100 Ping Gods didn't have that initial player just to watch that single door and stop them from crossing. Had they have done that, I think this would have been a very, very different round.
Welcome back. CSGO Fight Night Season 2. Our final best of 3 for the day. It's 100 Ping Gods versus Entropiq on Nuke. Currently 100 Ping Gods in the lead, a 3-round advantage, but that doesn't tell the full score. I'd say not the full story of this game. Entropiq, they've had a rough start, but last previous few rounds on that T side were able to bring it a little bit closer to contention. Daxon not only on the T side, but also on the CT side, getting outside control, but does get punished by a jumping Winter. AJ, very aggressive, pushing on through. Hut there to be able to pick up one of his own. Iceman trying to find an opening, holding from Mini, but nobody home. 4 versus 2 as Iceman and Winter. The last 2 guys remaining for 100 Ping Gods. It's not looking like they're even going to get a bomb plant here.
It's actually a really good start for 100 Ping Gods in this round, and just kind of fell apart for them. Iceman and Winter, own 2 players to try and get something done here. Lead this question. Are they able to thin out these numbers and make this one work? 100 Ping Gods, they had such a fantastic start on that CT side. It was looking like they might have an overwhelming half. Instead, Entropiq were able to start to pull it back. And if they can convert this pistol round as well, they are in a fantastic position to take their own map pick of Nuke. Winter looking to try and find himself this single kill onto Hones, but well, he's just toying with him, and in the same time, he's actually pulling the rotation from his teammate. Winter with the bomb in hand could potentially get a plant here, but I don't think it's going to happen. The knife almost comes through. AJT denies him of it.
That is definitely an interesting one. I wouldn't be surprised we see, yeah, quite big utility damage from Hones who got that kill, 188. That does make sense then. We see some quite big utility damage across the board for 100 ping gods as well, 232 on one of those players. So that coming on through more and more in some of these games, especially on a map like Nuke, quite utility-centric. Outside, of course, well, case in point, Capson exploding out of the smoke there to be able to take down Duke before he can really retrain his aim, only taking chip damage. Down to 73. Still these anti-eco weapons in this round as Hones does just go for the blind spam. While he doesn't get any kills, he does do a bit of damage. With this smoke to be able to block off Hell though, 100 ping gods, they are taking it slow and steady, hoping that Entropiq, they can force the issue and cause some of the errors in this round.
Man advantage once again for Entropiq, and this is of course on the 100 ping gods buy round. Starting to find their footing here in this map, and certainly on this CT side. Of course, Nuke is their map pick, so you would certainly expect them to take it, but I think it's one of these things where if 100 ping gods take this map, then you really favour them in this series. If they don't, then you kind of say, okay, well, they'll most likely take their own map pick, and we'll probably go to a third, which keeps things exciting here in the lower bracket final. Either way, though, both teams just want to get this one done. Only one man advantage, of course, for Entropiq, so it's not like 100 ping gods absolutely out this round, especially as they level things out. The issue is the time. There's 15 seconds on this clock. They're darting down to this B site, but it'll only take one man to deny the plant, and it's not looking like that man's there. Entropiq, a bit of a blunder here to not have anyone holding on to that B site, and oh, they're going to get punished for it.
Ooh, or not. Entropiq, hello, AJ. Wide peeks out of vent, comes straight out of decon, takes down 2. And now Smiley, 15 HP, 1 versus 1, and well, he doesn't only need to connect 1 bullet here. Reads the position quite well, knows that Lekker's setting up for that kill, but it's not the nade that gets him, it is going to be the M4 bullets instead. And Entropiq for the first time in this game, they do take themselves into the lead. I was going to touch on that midway through last round. We saw 3.5k on both Lekker and Capson, even though they had been able to buy up in that previous. So there was going to be a commitment into this round, basically no matter what happened. And that's what we're going to be seeing here. Hones and Lekker, they're going to be on those MP9s. Capson's brought himself up into an AWP once again. He's still confident in his abilities, even though he whiffed that last shot. But he's got to be happy after picking up a Colap. So rare that they happen. Daxon, his outside hold doesn't work out as well as he would like. Only drops Iceman down to 29 HP as he gets a little bit overwhelmed with the amount of targets presented to him and takes just a little bit too long to begin spraying. AJ flashed on down, he begins the spam, but Iceman, he's completely fine. Doesn't feel any effects of that. The MP9 wide peaks, he gets punished as well. Now just Capson and Hones. I don't know if we even see them getting 1 kill here. If we do, it's at the hand of Capson. I think Hones, if he's clever, might be able to take down Iceman, but the way they're setting up, if they can't find a frag here, they're potentially going to fall back. It is Iceman that Hones finds. He gets tagged down by that AWP, and it's actually Winter on the re-rotate. Conflicted as of yet. Duke picks up 1 there with minimal trade damage, and Smiley, they have no idea where he is. Duke's picked up another one here. How has this gone so wrong for Entropiq? Smiley's rotating round. He might be able to pick up 1. He gets punished by Hones. Duke, it's all on your shoulders, buddy. You've got 2 kills so far. There's a bit of utility, but none of it's a smoke. There's a Molotov that he can chuck down. He spots out 1, but he's not able to find it. It's going to be 15-15 as Entropiq. They move us to overtime. But that could have gone either way in the tail end of that round. 3 rounds in a row so far for 100 ping gods. They're looking to make it 4. As Entropiq haven't been able to find their footing in OT with the exception of that first round on the CT side. A lot of utility damage being done from both sides as well. As gracefully pointed out by Observer, it's Randall. Smiley trying to get early outside control, but Entropiq trying to do the same. Peekaboo right into Duke Fisher. line of sight. Is he going to be able to find a second, though? Spam down quite low. Yes, he is. He's down 17 HP, but I think this puts the final nail in the coffin, or at least it readies the hammer to be able to plow it in. Because Capson's not going to be expecting this angle once again. The AWP's there for Smiley to be able to bring it to a 3-man advantage now. Hone's down onto 60 HP. Lekka is taking a single chip of damage. They peek into an M4. Lekka now down to 78. They blast on through towards the B site. But oh, a lovely shot from Smiley to be able to take down Hones. The angle's not there. Duke Fisher punishes it once again. It's 3 kills for him on 19 HP. And it's a 19th round 100 ping gods. They take their opponent's map pick of Nuke. Welcome back to CSGO Fight Night Season 2. We are now going to be kicking off our second match between 100 ping gods and Entropiq. The first map, that was Nuke. Went to the way of 100 ping gods, even though it was Entropiq's map pick. And now they're on their own map pick of Dust 2. So we expect big things, and potentially, if they can continue the momentum and the way they were playing on that first map, a 2-0 as well. My name is Cody Cast. Joining me as always is M&J. And the pistol round, well, it's a slow one.
Absolutely, 100 ping gods taking some control over towards shore. They want to make sure that they have full control of this area before they commit to it. They don't want to be flanked from lower tunnels or anything like that. Straight off the bat, AJT, a fantastic angle. He's able to poke out and find one. If he can get this second, that might just be the round secured, and he's able to do so. Bomb now down on long, and there's no chance for 100 goals to get back into this one. A 5 versus 2 for them to try and pick up the pieces of. And, well, Daxon, what on earth was that? He was in Goose that entire time, and he let his teammate fall.
Entropiq cannot say the same. Down on a bit of a force here. 2 scouts, an MP9, a UMP, a Deagle. Just going to get quite aggressive, go for map control, trying to get this concept play here, but not going to find anything. They know that half the map's theirs, at least.
Yeah, this is an absolute must-force round here for Entropiq. Last round of the half, they have to put in whatever they can, but off the back of that last round loss, that's only going to be a Deagle, a couple of SMGs, and 2 scouts. So I don't really fancy their chances of this one all too much. Hones has got himself a really nice aggressive stance in the B tunnels that might catch that lone player in the form of Sorrow off guard. But right now, his teammates are just taking tons and tons of control on the other side of the map. I don't think this crossfire in the tunnels is actually going to pay any dividends whatsoever. As soon as Iceman spots out this site player, he should be able to find that kill, and they should be able to walk onto this site with ease. Flash goes over it, is going to take out Daxon, and oh, the dink comes through on the corner of the box as well. Sorrow is walking into the trap. He's going to be punished for it. There's an opportunity here, you know, for Entropiq, if these scouts can connect, and for now, that's not going to happen.
No, but they have been able to level the playing field a little bit. They had that man advantage until Capson got taken down. I'm going to go down now as well. Duke trying to get some form of long control. The UMP coming out on top here, but only able to find one of them. Lovely end to the half there for 100 ping gods. They take the lead 9-6 moving into our second half to our best of 3 between 100 ping gods and Entropiq in CSGO Fight Night Season 2. Potentially the final map of today, and dear lord, Iceman, lovely little one-tap there, but Daxon with that P250 picks up 2 of his own now as well. 4 versus 3 with the man advantage going through the way of the T side of Entropiq. They've really started this one off strong. Tapped Smiley and Iceman down to sub 20 HP, but Winter comes out of long storming. Taps down Hones. Bomb going to get planted on the B site. They're collapsing onto AJ. They think a couple more players are here, but oh, hello! Lovely little 3K to be able to close out the round for him and secures Entropiq a 7th.
Won't be an investment here, which means we'll probably be seeing 14-14. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Okay, I'm just going to shut up again. I suck
We've
at this.
been wrong about this so many times. We've been casting for how long? And I don't even think it's us, right? This isn't us miscalling this. This is Entropiq forcing into rounds which normal teams wouldn't force into. But of course, as we've seen, especially with this play as well, Entropiq, they are not a normal team. They try things a little bit different. Great Molotov timing to be able to stop that push, because Entropiq were about to completely waterfall out onto the site. Oh, Capson! How does he even know he's there? There must have been some, like, tiny gap in the smoke client side or something, but that was crazy. Iceman now needs to try and quell the flames of Entropiq before they can push on through. Sorrow does take down Holmes as he lands into CT. Winter on the B bomb site. This could be a push on either site, but now we see the four-man push out onto the B bomb site. Oh, Winter only finds one. He keeps being presented with these multiple peeking opportunities where he can continue his spray, but he just keeps getting overwhelmed. Iceman, off the back of a flash, comes on out onto the site. Capson completely blind finds another, and it's looking like we're going to be going to 15-13 as Entropiq, they force up into the round against normal odds and take the round victory as well. 100 ping gods now going to be playing for overtime, but look at the buy, or should I say lack thereof. Need to force up into this.
Absolutely. Entropiq actually get a better force in there than I was expecting them to. They had very limited utility in order to get those 3 rifles out, but with the fast-paced play that they went for, it didn't really matter to them too much. I think initially on short, when that Molotov went down, had they had a smoke for it, they probably would have smoked it off and continued to aggress. But instead, they just backtrack, they head to B, and it works out perfectly for them. Now, 2 chances to close it out, and 2 chances for 100 ping gods to take this one to OT, but they certainly haven't got the tools to work with. And Capson has just been showing up to this second half. Not only that, but he showed us last round that he can even find these entries without the AWP. He's just such a hyper-aggressive player. And in the last, he found those 2 opening kills, and it turned the tables for Entropiq. Converted them that round. So, 100 ping gods, they might be looking into this 3rd map right now, as they really don't have a whole lot to work with here. Entropiq might just be able to tip this one over the edge.
Inferno very much on the cards, but we've learnt time and time again when we underestimate these deagle buys, then it blows up in our face.
Duke with this deagle. This is do or die time for him. He absolutely has to connect a shot here. He spotted out the first. Wants to stay alive as much as he wants to find this kill. And will Daxon and Hones come through? Oh, this is all falling apart.
Yep, Capson finds one inside the mid. Iceman, you've got an M4. You're against 5 though, buddy. If you can find 1 frag, you can be happy with that. But it's not going to be the case. It ends on round number 29. 16-13 as Entropiq, they take their opponent's map pick of Dust 2. We are in our 3rd and final map of Inferno with 100 ping gods and Entropiq. First map went to 100 ping gods, that being Nuke 19-16. It went to overtime. It went the distance there as well. Dust 2 ended on round number 29, 16-13 as Entropiq came back into it. And now anyone's map of Inferno. Josh, I'm looking forward to this one. And you mentioned it earlier, it could just be infinite. We could be here all day. If this continues being as close as it is, we might just be in a constant state of overtime.
Get about all day, Cody. It's only Wednesday. We could be here all week. These teams are inseparable. They've taken each other's map picks. They've kept it close on each of those maps as well. Of course, we saw overtime in that first. Very, very close scoreline in the second as well. Inferno. Inferno's the word I was looking for. Might just be the one to separate it. And Capson, finding a very, very nice opener onto Sorrow, gives Entropiq that man advantage that they might just need, and initiates this wraparound as well. He's not going to be able to get too much work done from CT, but it certainly adds a spanner to the works, especially with that dink.
Yeah, the fact he's been able to use the Glock of all things from distance. And, oh, dear Lord! Duke, 3 lovely one-taps to take down 3 very dead players, make that 4, and he's looking for that 5th and final one as well if he really wants to get this ace. The rotate's going to come out, he spots him out, and he does. Ace it out in the pistol. Duke, what a defense from him.
Auto shotguns. That's what I wanted to see.
Here we go.
If If you're going for those cash boosters, those XMs, $900 a piece, that's what you want to be getting the work done with. That's what Sorrow would want in this scenario. He could go huge here if he had an auto shotgun, but watch, this MP9, it's going to find one kill and then it's going to get traded instantly. I like that he's playing anti-flash. He doesn't even get himself anything. They don't even flash in. They just walk straight through and abuse the fact that they know that these defenses are going to be playing the anti-flash positions. That's perfect. Really, really nice stuff from Entropiq there. And Winter last alive with this M4. Well, he's obviously going to want to save this. Look at these positions from Entropiq already. Wrapping right round long. This should be known by Iceman. You can kind of tell from his position that he's fully aware of this. Duke's actually shifting up to library as well. He's pretty aware that they're aggress very far up, and he could walk straight through the smoke, you know. If he can do this, then this would be absolutely huge. Iceman's going to draw the attention, and, well, the MP9's going to take its sweet time and get taken out in the process. It leaves it all down to Smiley. It's a 1v4. There's no real chance from getting this one done, and there's no point in saving. Capson's a super glue to keep his side together, and Entropiq put their 9th on the board at halftime. We're going to jump to a very short break, and we'll be right back with you for the pistol.
Let's see who can start off on the better foot on this second half. Our final map, Inferno, of our final game of day number 6 of CSGO Fight Night Season 2. 100 ping gods. They've been trailing just a little bit here. Entropiq, off of winning dust, seem to have continued that momentum. And Lekka, well, he's brought 2 pistols to the party, picked up the Julies, and, well, that means, by law, he has to get a 2K, at least in this round. 1 for each pistol. A little bit of chip damage down Banana. There's 1, there's 2. Perfect.
Very nice opening. The issue is these Glocks are swarming onto this A-bomb site. It's Iceman to give Entropiq a taste of their own medicine, bring it back into a 3-on-3. Lekka, we need more cowboy plays, my friend. These Julies absolutely have to get this work done. In fact, no, they don't. No, they don't. He's got 2 players with him. They've got the USPs. There's a kit in hand as well. There's actually a good chance that they make this retake work. They've got 5 seconds extra to do so. But Iceman, again, he's the only person to find kills so far on this 100 ping god side on the pistol. Finally, Smiley comes through and he finishes off the final 2 players. 7 rounds now on the board for 100 ping gods. That was a must-win pistol round for them, and they do it with ease.
Smoke going to be going down to block CT and Coffin as well, and they know that this rotation has happened, and you can see just the 2 Ts on the A site probing for information. They don't know Holmes is here, so they're stomping around like elephants. Holmes is going to be able to take down 1 in the form of Sorrow. Look at that second, but Jazz just run dry in the clip. Now with only 10 seconds remaining, the bomb is going to go down, and we're back down to a 2v2 once again. This time, instead of Duke and Smiley, it's going to be Smiley and Iceman. Different weapons from last time, but level across the board. 2 AWPs, 1 on each side, and 2 AKs, 1 on each side also. Like this level setup right now, Iceman's not going to reveal himself. Smiley doing the same. They allow the time to tick down a little bit. Smoke comes on through down from Moto. AJ pushed on out. Daxon's going to fall to Smiley. The spam from the AK. He is just going to be hiding, trying to find the kill. He does get it with the nade. So that's going to be his 2nd kill of the round. But both of these AWPs are going to be saved into the next. And or not. Smiley actually drops due to where the bomb was planted. If it was a little deeper onto the site, then I believe with the HP he had, he should have been safe.
Yeah, I actually don't know anymore. I don't know how much damage you take in that corner. I know it obviously depends on where the bomb is placed, but it seems to change quite often. Sometimes you're like, oh, okay, yeah, he's got 70 HP, that's absolutely fine. And sometimes it's like, oh, no, he doesn't. Alrighty. Like, it's quite a weird one. Either way, oh, it's not actually Smiley to win that initial firefight. It's going to be Caps once again finding those early picks. 100 ping gods, though. Remember, this was a 9-6 half in the favor of Entropiq. They've pulled it right the way back. They now lead by 2. They look to extend it further, especially considering they're just against 3 MP9s of a Mass and an AWP here. As soon as they can get rid of Capson, they've got a massive opportunity to convert this and reset the economy of their opponents once again.
Well, this is what we saw quite similar when 100 ping gods went up against SJ Gaming earlier today, was that their T side dominant, 14 rounds. only allowing their opponents to pick up 1. Of course, they did 16-1 that game anyway, but still the case that their T side looks quite strong. Winter, 1 versus 4. Clear, I have to eat my words straight away as they do fall to the wayside in this round. 11-10, Entropiq finally get themselves up to those elusive double digits that they haven't been able to commit into as of yet, but we are now at that stage. Speaking about double digits, every single player in this game, with the exception of 2, above 10 kills. Sorrow. I believe it was AJT as well, but I could be wrong. Yeah, oh, it's definitely not AJT. He's got 18 kills. That man is top fragging like nobody's business.
Round number 22. Really be hoping to be on double digits, I'd like to think. Captain once again opening things up with this AWP. Oh, an uncharacteristic miss on the second might just cost him. He's forced to fall right back now. The rifles on the site have to do the work, and they're able to do exactly that. AJT, a fantastic spray transfer, but Smiley comes through for 2. This becomes doable as the bomb goes down. Of course, a massive HP deficit, a man disadvantage as well. But if Smiley can continue to go huge, there's an opportunity. Instead, the AWP chimes in for 2, and Entropiq level this one back out, 11-11. This is a big round for them. This could be a swing round, a turning point. This is their opportunity, Cody, to come back into this one.
Secure this, I think, actually. And yeah, look at the buy. Like, Smiler, 6k. Even if he dies here, he can just buy himself up another AWP. And to be honest with you, the way that 100 ping gods have been playing this, they are happy to hero AWP if it needs to be. But everyone's going to have a buy for the next round, even no matter what happens. If they can secure them as a 14th round, brilliant. If Capson goes absolutely ballistic here and takes them down, it's going to hurt for a couple of seconds, but it's like ripping a band-aid off. We'll stop after a few moments. Iceman taken down by AJ as he gets a little bit aggressive there. Another 1D from him. Lecca, can you calm down, please, man? Leave these guys to peek the corner. Sorrow and Smile now on this corner. Spam comes on through from Sorrow as they try to open up this B-bomb site. Daxon just has to fall back. I don't think he's been revealed as of yet, but Smiley reads it. Molotov goes down. He's going to have to peek off the angle. He's holding for as long as he can, but he's down to 30. Now in a 1 versus 4. He knows that he's been dropped down low. Smile, peek the corner, look into dark. Know that Daxon's there, but wow, rips his head clean off, and he saves the AWP as well. 3 HP hero that Daxon is on that hold. 13-12 now. Entropiq, they could swing this.
And it loses them the round. He then comes through with a deagle, finds 2 incredible 1Ds. It puts the round in his team's favour, and they're actually able to convert it. So 13-12 we now sit. It's map number 3 of the lower bracket finals. Do or die time, all to play for both of these sides. And they're both on a full buy here in round number 26. Capson getting super aggressive once again with his AWP. He's not even going to stop at the top of the stairs. He's actually continuing to aggress. He wants a really deep angle here. So far, he's made the wrong read. The T's are dancing all the way round to long, and Smiley's going to open things up with that headshot.
Oh, Capson is able to pick up 1 there in the form of Duke. A strong player to take down in the pre-bomb plant situation as well. AJ through the smoke takes down Sorrow as he tries to get a bit aggressive. Bomb goes down a little bit deeper onto the site this time, so if they need to hide and save in pit, they can indeed do so. But this is still a 4 versus 3. There's utility on both sides going to be available. The site has been completely set on fire. There's a reason they call this map Inferno. Nice shot from Capson there, actually. He's chucked the Molotov, fires the shot, takes Smiley down to really low HP, and it's just wiping the rest of them up after they lose their B pit holder. It's 13-13 now. They're saving what they can, and it's another double AWP save, most likely. Yeah, as Lecca picks one up, so does Capson. And now 100 ping gods don't have a buy. Now this should be a round that Entropiq should be able to wipe up. This should be their 14th. We are on our 3rd and final map. We are back from our short break after AJ's internet has, well, not only his internet, his entire electric in his house have turned back on. He's rebooted the PC, he's back online, and we're back into this game. It's 13-13. Round at number 27. It's a full buy from Entropiq. Same cannot be said from 100 ping gods. It looked like your Tech 9 buy prediction comes true.
It absolutely does, Cody. I was right. Look, they're in the apartments. They're going for A. Analysis brought to you by the British Army. That's what my brain brings to the table. They get completely shut down, though. These Tech 9s put to bed. Oh, it's late in Kazakhstan, and Entropiq trying to send 100 ping gods off the server. Put them to bed, night. Clean that one up, put themselves onto 14. Put in towards top mid. 100 ping gods not giving him anything as of yet. There's a minute 20 on the clock. They're playing this one nice and slow. I like this. Sometimes you see sides, they get down to this round 29, round 30 kind of territory, and they get a little bit impatient, or they try and do something funky where they actually change the pace and say, right, let's go super aggressive into A or B, or let's just try and change this up completely, and it doesn't work for them. Instead, they're doing what they've been doing for the past couple. It's worked out for them. They play this slow and methodical. The smokes go up over towards long. That's going to force back the AWPer. Bomb's actually over towards top mid. This is very much looking like an A take, especially with no equity over towards that B site. Of course, they've got that banana control, but no opening pick, no info on how many players are there as well. They have to invest into this A take, and Capson's only good for one. Instantly traded, no damage onto anyone else either, but with 25 seconds on the clock now, 100 ping gods need to speed this up, and here come the flashes and the execute.
Yeah, they're really going to be blasting out onto the site right now. AJ electrifying in this round as he picks up one, but it's traded back quickly. But Holmes had no idea that Iceman was behind him. Now in a 3 versus 2, Entropiq, as the bomb goes down, there's a diffuser on Daxon, but they're both going to be pushing from the same angle. As the smoke dissipates, no one's going to be covering Pit, and I wouldn't be surprised if Smiley out of nowhere hits a shot through this smoke. They need to go for this, or are they calling it? Are they literally saying, guys, we need to play for overtime? And that's looking like what it's going to be. Entropiq, they aren't able to get to match point first. They don't have the best of buys. Daxon's going to be able to drop a weapon over to one of his teammates. Holmes might be able to do... Well, Holmes won't be able to do the same. He's going to have to buy up for himself. Capson and AJ, one of these two players are going to go without a weapon on in this round. And it's the final round in relegation play. It's a timeout being caused as Entropiq, they need to work out exactly what they can do when it comes down to this buy. Daxon's going to drop the AWP over to Capson, understandably. That leaves him with 4k. Buys up at MP9, 2.9 in the bank now. It's pointless saving any money here whatsoever. Holmes and AJ, they don't have enough money for a rifle here, and it is just going to be MP9s brought up surrounding it. AJ doesn't even have enough for full armor, but he's going up against AKs anyway, so instead, he's still going to go for the half armor and a single smoke. It's pretty decent utility on both sides, but I really do favor 100 ping gods here unless we can see that solo god AWPer, that is Capson, really come alive in this round. It's on 26 frags right now. If he can take that to 30 in this one, dear lord, he deserves to win this game.
Overtime, Cody. It's lurking. It's lurking. These two teams are inseparable. We're going to be here till Friday. Just you wait. Right now, Entropiq, 3 MP9s are all they have to try and hold this one up. 2 of them on this A site, and 100 ping gods, they change the pace. They walk straight in. They find that initial pick. That's Capson gone. Hones is falling. Sorrow finds one more. And Entropiq looking like they're not going to be able to tip this one over the edge. They had the advantage, and it all slips away. Lecker with his knife caught out. And 100 ping gods take the third and final map, 16-14. And they will be the ones advancing. We say goodbye to Entropiq. And what a way to do so. Oh my goodness, that series was one of the longer ones that we've had here in CSGO Fight Night Season 2.